You've learned what AI agents can do. Now the bigger question is, what should they become? In Web3, autonomy touches wallets, identity, payments, DAOs, and automation. That creates startup opportunities wherever trust, speed, and user pain collide. So far, you've seen how agents reason, use tools, access wallets, interact with smart contracts, and respond autonomously to onchain events. Now we shift from capabilities to opportunities. What useful business could these systems become? The strongest Web3 agent ideas start with pain, not novelty. Look for workflows that repeat, cost money, or create risk, such as treasury checks, payment approvals, scam detection, and governance coordination. Then ask where an agent can observe data, analyze context, recommend action, or execute safely. The product becomes valuable when those capabilities connect to wallets, contracts, and on-chain records, while preserving permissions, audit trails, and human oversight as autonomy expands. A strong Web3 AI agent idea should pass 5 filters. First, urgency. Are users already paying, working around, or stressing over this problem? Second, feasibility. Can the agent access the data, APIs, contracts, and permissions it needs? Third, risk. If it is wrong, is the damage minor or catastrophic? Fourth, distribution. Who adopts first? Finally, trust. Will users actually delegate action to it? Weak answers usually signal a feature, not a startup. A treasury assistant works best as a decision support layer before money moves. It pulls data from wallets, multisigs, governance proposals, price feeds, and accounting tools. Then it turns that information into answers teams can act on. Current runway, stablecoin coverage, token concentration, pending obligations, and proposal impact. The main value is not autonomous spending. It is continuous awareness, plain language reporting, and early warnings when approvals, volatility, or treasury movements create risk. In practice, the assistant turns raw wallet activity into decisions. It monitors balances, token exposure, and runway, then analyzes payment proposals against budgets, agreements, and milestones. It summarizes risks and highlights what needs attention, such as unusual spend or unknown contract interactions. For multisigs such as SAFE, it can prepare drafts and approval context, while final control stays with human signers before funds move. This category is attractive because the pain is urgent and measurable. DAOs, foundations, protocol teams, investment clubs, and crypto startups all need clear runway, exposure, and reporting. That can support SaaS, premium analytics, managed reports, or per-organization pricing. But the same value creates risk. Bad data or bad recommendations can affect real money. So the product should default to read-only access, separate permissions by role, require human or multisig approval for actions, and keep audit logs for accountability. Next, consider payments operations. Here, the agent sits between messy business inputs and reliable crypto payments. It reads invoices, payment requests, vendor details, and wallet addresses, then validates them against budgets and approval rules. From there, it drafts stablecoin batches for payroll or vendors, supports global settlement across wallets, and creates clean accounting summaries. The value is not just automation. It is audit-ready operational memory for the Web3 business. The design principle is simple: separate preparation from execution. The agent can inspect the invoice, confirm vendor identity, check wallet history, scan for duplicates, and compare the request against budget and policy. But it should only prepare a draft transaction or multisig batch. A human approver or required signer group makes the release decision. Every check, document, recommendation, approval, and transaction hash should be logged so the payment is traceable later. A good starting wedge is one painful job: a small Web3 team paying vendors in stablecoins every month. If the product makes those payments safer, faster, and easier to approve, it earns trust inside finance operations. From there, expansion is natural. Recurring payments, payroll drafts, accounting sync, compliance exports, and treasury forecasting. The moat is not just payments. It is verified wallets, clean on-chain audit trails, and AI summaries that turn transaction history into operational visibility. Now shift to the individual user. A wallet copilot acts like a cockpit assistant before you sign. It translates the transaction into plain language: what moves, where it goes, and what permission you are granting. In the background, it watches approvals, allowances, subscriptions, and recurring payments. It also flags phishing links, fake airdrops, malicious contracts, and risky signatures. The user remains the pilot, while the copilot adds context, warnings, and safer recommendations based on personal behavior. A Web3 copilot earns trust at the moment of action. Instead of showing raw transaction data or vague danger alerts, it should translate intent clearly. You are allowing this contract to spend up to 5 ETH. Then it can explain the risk and recommend safer choices, such as limited approvals, revoking access, test sends, or hardware wallet confirmation. The boundary is custody. Unless the product can handle security, compliance, and recovery, it should guide users, not hold their assets. The copilot can be both a product and an infrastructure layer. For consumers, it can charge for premium protection, scam alerts, portfolio insight, subscription tracking, and safer signing. For businesses, it can become an API or SDK inside wallets, exchanges, marketplaces, and DeFi apps. The moat comes from better simulations, reputation data, scam reports, and feedback loops. The hard part is trust. Automation must be useful without exposing private data, blocking legitimate actions, or creating alert fatigue. Another opportunity is community operations. Here, the agent supports the ongoing work of a Web3 community. It reads wallet identity, token holdings, NFT ownership, roles, and social activity, then turns that context into action. A member can get personalized support, have a quest verified, receive a role, or qualify for rewards automatically. Just as important, the agent measures engagement and retention over time, so teams can see which campaigns create real contributors, not just short-term noise. The core lesson is that Web3 agents become startup products when they solve real pain: treasury, operations, wallet safety, or community growth. They should monitor, reason, recommend, and act within strict permissions. Next, we move from promising ideas to production systems: secure, observable, logged, auditable, and deployable.